I refuse to believe it. It's far too devastating to even consider.
But Timmy saw Hecuba with his own 2 eyes.
Impossible! It's one thing for us to run into Hecuba and that underground hovel she calls home, but quite another for her to materialize here.
But she did! In Kay's bedroom, Timmy saw her.
No, Timmy, you just thought you did.
No, Timmy saw her.
Hecuba and I have been mortal enemies for over 300 years. If she's this close at hand, that's one of the worst things that's ever happened to me.
Worse than the back taxes Debbie owes in the South? Worse than life before Timmy?
Much worse. I'm sure it was just your little imagination running wild.
Timmy wishes that's all it was.
What are you doing?
Timmy's swearing on a picture of Martimmy's that he saw Hecuba. She's here!
What is wrong with the 2 of you? Ethan went charging out of here on a rescue mission that could cost him his life, and you're acting as though you're hosting a holiday cocktail party.
I'm quite certain our son is fine, and we will receive word to that effect any moment now. Don't you agree, Rebecca?
Well, of course. Now, what I'm concerned about is who Ethan is going to choose to spend the rest of his life with. My deserving daughter, Gwen, or that little tramp who was born to be a chambermaid.
Well, I can't believe you're still fretting about that. I mean, I was sure that Ethan was about to name Gwen as his future bride before he went charging out of here, Luis, and that pathetic excuse for Chief of Police Sam Bennett.
Well, how can you be so sure?
Well, weren't you listening to Ethan before he left? He was going on and on about how wonderful and special Gwen was.
Well, I know.
And not to mention the fireworks we all witnessed between Teresa and her brother. Ethan couldn't stand to be the cause of Teresa's estrangement from her family. I know my son. There's no way he'll ever marry Teresa.
I don't have time to argue with you, Gwen. I want to find out what's happening with Ethan. What if he doesn't want to see you? But that's what I keep telling you, Gwen. He does. I know that I am the woman Ethan wants to spend the rest of his life with. I know I'm the one who's going to be his wife. It's never going to happen, Teresa. Gwen, get used to the idea. No. Even if Ethan does pick you, which I don't believe for a moment will happen, I'll never let you marry him. Never.
This is nuts. We're too late. How am I going to find down there? Don't say it. If you don't want to help, that's fine. Just don't say it. The hell's that? What is it? Whatever it is, it's rock solid. Okay, get back. Go back. Oh my God.
Somebody sealed the grave over with cement.
Sheridan!
It's not gonna do it. It's like there's no way we can get to her now.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Now, ladies. I won't take no for an answer. Join me in a celebratory toast to the imminent union of Ethan and Gwen.
Isn't that a bit premature, Julian? Oh, but then
Why should that surprise me?
No, dear, I would say it's a fait accompli.
And if it isn't, if Ethan doesn't choose Gwen, it'll be on your shoulders, Ivy. Please. No, it's true. Everybody has been very vocal about their support for Ethan and Gwen. I mean, even Sheridan from the grave, God bless her. No, the only one who has done our cause more harm than good is you. I refuse to apologize for wanting my son to marry the woman he loves best. And I can't believe that you two feel otherwise, considering the state of our marriages. And I will not stand by and let my son make the same mistake.
For the last time, Ivy. He's my son, too. Why do you have such trouble remembering that? Contrary to your always dim view of me, I, too, wish our son a happy, love-filled life. God knows it would be nice for someone in his family to marry for love. I simply believe that Gwen is the woman who can and will make Ethan happy.
She is, Julian. And Gwen deserves to be married to a Crane. Oh, my, Rebecca. The claws are out tonight, aren't they? You know, I always suspected that you were furious with me for taking Julian off the market. Let's see, you set your sights for Jonathan shortly after our wedding, didn't you? If Julian had married me, at least I could make him happy. Yes, you and dozens of servant girls.
Now, ladies, don't squabble. There's plenty of me to go around. In any case, Ethan has already made his decision. When he comes home, he will tell us that he's going to marry Gwen.
You don't scare me, Gwen.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just putting you on notice. You're way out of your league.
Mama, what is it?
You know, Grace just got the most peculiar phone call.
About Ethan?
Has something happened to Ethan?
No, Ethan is fine. But it seems that he and the others are going to the cemetery.
The cemetery? What for?
To dig up Sheridan's grave.
What? Why?
Well, apparently, Sheridan was alive when she was buried, and they're hoping she's still breathing.
Oh my God, Sheridan may still be alive? I have to get to her.
Mama, I'm going to.
Teresita, no. If this is true, I'm sure Luis and Ethan will be taking care of rescuing her, and you will only get in the way.
Mama, I have to be there for Ethan. He needs me.
When I thought your kisses couldn't get any sweeter.
Remember that kiss when we were apart, Luis? Remember how I feel about you.
Couldn't forget even if I wanted to. I don't.
I didn't forget, Sheridan. Just hold on, I'm gonna get you out of there, whatever it takes.
Who in the hell put cement over this grave? I mean, we would have had a shot at getting to her.
I don't think so. There was not enough oxygen in that coffin for her to last this long. Well, I'm not giving up. If I gotta tear the cement out with my hands, I'm going to.
Luis, don't do this to yourself, man. We had no idea she was gonna be down there this long.
Hank, I don't give a damn what you thought. I'm not letting Sheridan die. Neither am I. I'll call Crane Construction. We'll get a jackhammer and a backhoe out here. It's not enough time. Damn it. The groundskeeper has got to have more tools. Just see what he's got. Let's get a chance of getting this thing open ourselves.
What are you thinking, honey?
I wish to God I thought differently. I'm sure that it's already too late.
Timmy didn't mean to upset us, Tabby. But Hecuba was so scary.
That's not what you said when you met her last time down in the cave.
That was different. Hecuba makes Fluffy seem like she has a nice personality.
Oh, rubbish. But anyway, I've given some thought to your ranting and raving, and I've come to the conclusion that you must have fallen asleep when you went upstairs at the Bennett house. You dreamed you saw Hecuba. She was never really there.
No, but Tabitha, Timmy saw Hecuba. She's right next door.
Oh, yeah. And the Pope wants to meet with me next week to discuss world peace. I'm sorry, Dollface. I'm just not buying your story.
Tabitha doesn't believe her, Timmy. Timmy's telling the truth.
Yes. All right. I tell you, Timmy, I wish you'd been in the Bennett kitchen with me when I gave those goody-goodies something to think about. Oh, those ladies. Little did they know how lucky they were. If I told them everything I saw in their tea leaves, it would have soured their Yuletide spirit for good.
Why doesn't Tabitha read her own tea leaves? Is she afraid she'll find out Timmy's telling the truth?
Hardly. You should know by now that I'm not afraid of anything. Well, if you want me to read my own tea leaves, just for the heck of it, fine. I'll be happy to humour you. There, you see? Everything's perfectly hunky-dory. Nothing to be alarmed about. All that Hecuba drivel, that's just your own imagination.
Greetings, Tabby.
Timmy told you, Princess! He told you!
Oh, good grief, with all the servants we keep, do I really have to answer my own front door?
Oh, go for it, Julian. It's the only exercise you're going to get this week.
Next.
In answer to your question, Ivy, nothing you would do would surprise me. For instance, this big secret you carry around, it's sort of a bomb unto itself. I have no idea what you're talking about, Rebecca. Oh, I think you do.
Can you believe this dreary little messenger boy actually stood in the doorway staring at me as if he expected me to give him a Christmas tip?
Well, then he must be new to harmony, Julian, because everyone else in town knows you're as tight as they come.
Well, what is it? Is it a Christmas present?
Yes, it would seem to be from Alistair, no less. Very interesting.
Oh, from Alistair, how intriguing.
Don't you dare open that. It's addressed to Ethan.
Don't get your panties in a twist, darling. Surely I have a right to know what my own father sent my son for Christmas. Besides, once I have a little peek, I'll just put it under the tree and Ethan will never know you stole a glance.
I can't wait. Let's see what it is. I mean, Alistair's taste is always so impeccable.
So architect's plans would seem for a rather large estate.
It's enormous. Oh, I've never seen a home so big.
Oh, my.
Well, what does the card say?
Merry Christmas to my dear grandson, Ethan, blah, 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 blah. This is a property I've been hanging on to for years. Took the liberty of having plans for a home drawn up for you and your intended bride, who I'm sure will be Gwen.
Did he really say that?
Yes, word for word. I want the two of you to have a proper home, blah, 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 to raise your children in my
great-grandchildren, I'll be looking forward to your decision, Grandfather Alistair Holmes.
I can't believe it.
Oh, I never doubted it for a moment. You see, Father even thinks that Ethan's going to choose Gwen, and Alistair is an astute judge of things.
Yes, he is. That's why he disinherited Julian. Well, I, for one, feel like celebrating. A toast to Ethan and Gwen's marriage.
Hear, hear. To a very fulfilling Crane-Hodgkiss union.
Just bring me my baby for Christmas.
She's alive. I know she's got to be alive. Where's Hal? We need all the manpower we can get.
He got called away by the Bureau.
Damn. He'll be all right if we'd all just go at it at the same time. I wonder how thick the cement is.
We have to assume it's solid all the way down to the coffin.
Oh, this is going to take forever. Not if we all keep at it.
Come, dear.
I don't understand. Why do I have to go if Luis is so close to rescuing me?
It's too late. I'm sorry.
But he's so close. Can't you do something, Mother?
If only I could. There's nothing I wished more for you than a long and happy life with someone who cares for you, but it wasn't up to me. If you just let go, this will make things much easier.
If I die, what's going to happen to Luis? Will he be all right?
You don't need to know that.
Yes, I do. If I have to die, I at least want to know if he's going to be all right.
If you insist.
He's aged. Why does he look so sad and alone?
Miss you every day, Sheridan. I always will.
Come on, Luis. You gotta stop spending so much time here. You gotta pull yourself together. It's time to get on with your life.
I don't want to move on. My life ended the day Sheridan died. This is as close as I can be to her, then so be it. I'm not leaving her side.
No, I can't die. Not after seeing what's going to happen to him.
It's not up to me. Your time's run out.
No. I can't die. I have to stay with Luis.
It really is you, in all my splendor. Well, how did you get out of your cave? I put a curse on you. The seal of the curse was broken when Kay and the others walked into the cave. Hell's bells and buckets of blood. I knew I should have double-sealed that curse. Inept, as usual. What a dump. Really, Tabitha, you've got the worst taste of anybody I've ever met. Oh, who do you think you are? Go back to your cave and play with your bats. Nice try, Tabby Cakes, but no cigars. You're not going to get rid of me that easily. Oh! It wasn't just a suggestion, Hecuba. You do as I say, or I'll send you back down under for another 300 years. As if you could. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, do you imagine there's a soul who doesn't know that the once high, mighty, and extremely snooty Tabitha has fallen? You're the laughing stock of the entire underworld now that you've lost your powers. And you deserve it. But you were so mean to everyone when you had them. You don't know. You're washed up. 86th as a card-carrying witch. You know, this place might almost be livable once I fix it up a bit. Get rid of all of your junk. Well, I wouldn't start ordering from Pottery Barn quite yet if I were you, because you won't be spending very much time here. Another basic misunderstanding on your part. You see, when I succeed where you have failed, I'll once again be welcome here on Earth, and I can live anywhere I damn please. I don't know what you're talking about. You have tried and tried to rid the world of little Charity, and you failed. Yes, but there's a very good explanation for that. Yes, indeed. You're impotent. And I must pick up your slack. And when I do, our friends down in the basement will replace you with me in a flash. I'm rather partial to Art Deco, as you can see. You're bluffing. My friends in the basement and I have been partners for many years. Newsflash, your friends are not a very loyal lot. Who can say where they will send a washed-up old witch who's lost her powers?
Oh, do you really like it, Julian?
Oh, it's exquisite. Just exquisite.
You know, Gwen and I picked it out months ago. Of course, back then, we thought she'd be a part of your family by Christmas.
Next Christmas, Rebecca. In fact, if things go the way I'm sure they will, perhaps we could convince the children to wed on New Year's Eve.
Wouldn't that be lovely? There you go again, Julian, counting your chickens.
Oh, Ivy, stop being such a downer. It's extremely tiresome. Like it or not, Ethan has already come to the realization that Gwen is the appropriate choice for himself and his family.
Pilar, is there any news?
Yes, I wanted to let you know that Ethan, Sam, and Luis were able to free Dr. Russell and Hank Bennett, and the men that were holding them are in police custody.
Oh, bully for them.
Well, is Ethan coming home?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear him say he's chosen Gwen. So everyone with Ethan is okay? No one was hurt?
No, no one was hurt.
Oh, thank God. Well, that's wonderful news. Then any minute, Ethan will come through that door and he will make his announcement official.
I would not count on that, Mrs. Hotchkiss.
Oh, Pilar. Now, no sour grapes just because Ethan's going to choose Gwen over your daughter.
I wasn't referring to that. I meant I would not expect Ethan back here anytime soon.
Why not? You said he was all right.
Well, that's true.
Well, then where is he?
He's at the cemetery with the others. They're trying to dig up Sheridan's grave.
Why? What are you saying?
There's a possibility that Sheridan is alive.
Dr. Russell, I don't understand. Teresa's mother said there's a chance that Sheridan's still alive.
There is. I mean, there was. I'm still praying that there's a chance.
How could Sheridan have been buried alive? I saw her at the church in her coffin and she was dead.
She just looked dead. It was part of a ruse that was designed to trap the hitmen who were trying to kill her.
You mean she was in on it? Why didn't she tell me? We tell each other everything.
No one knew, but Hank Bennett and me and the FBI, and they thought it was better if we kept it that way.
What about Luis? I mean, he must have known.
Luis didn't know a thing.
He was mourning her death, but she was really alive?
Yes, the idea was that Sheridan's death had to be completely convincing, right down to the grief felt by the people who mourned her when they heard of her death.
I don't understand. If she was in on the plan, then what happened?
It backfired. The assassins caught on and they kidnapped the only people who knew that Sheridan was buried alive.
Gosh, that's horrible.
She only had a few hours of air in her coffin, and it's been a lot longer than that now.
Oh, God, no. Please. Sheridan, be alive.
You got it, you got it. There it is.
I know this is difficult, darling, but you won't be alone. You'll have me.
It's not that I don't love you, Mother. Because I do. And I can't tell you how happy I am to see you again. But I don't want to go with you. I want to stay on Earth with Luis.
I understand your pain. I do. Doesn't seem fair after you've been looking for love and happiness for so long. What is it, dear?
It feels so strange. What's happening to me? I feel light.
It's nothing to worry about. It just means that you're crossing over to the other side.
No. I'm not ready yet.
You know, most people aren't.
Please, Mother, isn't there something that you can do? Please.
If only there were.
But Sheridan is dead.
Pilar, have you been drinking?
But we just buried her this morning.
I don't have all the information, but apparently Sheridan was buried alive. Ethan, Sam, Luis, and the others are hoping to extract her from the grave before she runs out of air.
Oh, that is the most ghoulish thing I have ever heard in my entire life.
Buried alive, indeed. We all saw Sheridan's body in the coffin. She was quite dead. I don't know who your sources are, Pilar, but they should be ashamed of themselves for spreading such a vicious, heartless rumor, especially at this time of year. Why don't I put on some more carols, and we'll continue to trim the tree. What?
Well, what if it's true, Julian? I mean, why would someone make up a story like this?
I have no idea, but I, for one, am going to pretend that we never heard such trash. Us, Bing Crosby, up to do the trick. Another eggnog, Becky.
You are a despicable human being, Julian. This is your own sister we are talking about. If there is 1 in a million chance that she might be alive...
Then I would be the first to clap my hand and sing Glory Hallelujah. I would even buy her a Christmas present and put it under ye old Tannenbaum.
Oh, you're just one hell of a guy, Julian.
Thank you, my dear.
Julian, you know, it might be very helpful if your sister was alive. I mean, she would insist that Ethan go with Gwen, and, well, Ethan would be so happy to see her, he would never go against her wishes.
Good thinking, my dear.
You two grow more disgusting by the minute.
Each to his own, Ivy. In any case, we shall soon learn if there's an iota of truth to Pilar's outlandish report. In the meantime, why don't you make yourself useful? Maybe hang some mistletoe around here. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky tonight.
It would take so much more than mistletoe to allow you to get within 10 feet of me.
As I said before, dear, each to his own.
We're getting closer. I can feel it. Way to go, Luis.
Dear God.
Let's go. Come on.
I can see the coffin! Get this piece out, come on. Just hang in there, Sheridan. Hang in there for me.
Can you please wait just a minute, Mother?
I can't, sweetheart. There's no sense fighting it once it's been decided. Just try to relax and come with me. Once we get there, you'll see there's nothing to be afraid of.
If you can hear me, I want you to know something. I will always be with you. No matter what and no matter where. Always.
Rid of us. Not me or my Timmy.
You tell her, Princess.
And how do you propose to stop me, Princess? You can't even get rid of a young girl who hasn't come into her full powers yet. It isn't my fault. Whose fault is it, then? Your little Ken doll here?
The name's Timmy.
How on earth could you possibly do anything to me? The reigning queen of evil. You're nothing but a loser, Tabitha, and your friends in the basement know it. They're tired of giving you chance after chance and seeing you fail. Well, I'm going to show them that I can take on Charity and her loathsome bent for goodness once and for all. And it's going to give me the utmost pleasure to see you take the fall this time.
Don't let her get you, Princess. Tabby may be down on her luck right now, but once Princess gets her book published, she'll be rich and famous.
What book? Oh, don't pay any mind to him. Sometimes he just starts rambling. I think it's a design flaw. A book that could make you rich and famous? Oh, could this be it? That's private property. Put it down. Not so fast. Mmm. Juicy. Very juicy. Ha! You get this published, I won't have to get rid of you. The good people of Harmony will take care of you. The same way they did 300 years ago. Anyone got a match?
Come on, I got it. All right, let's get this thing open. Damn it. Get this lock open. Here. Oh, God, I hope she's okay. Let's get her out. Get her feet. Come on. Careful. Sharon. Hey, I'm here. I'm here now. It's gonna be all right. Hey, we're together. It's gonna be okay.
Don't bother to show me out. And don't worry, I'll be in touch. Wouldn't want to miss the holidays now that I'm back. Don't you just love this time of year?
Don't worry, Princess. Timmy's not really afraid of her. He was just pretending to make it look good.
Boo!
Yeah, just pretending, eh?
Okay. Timmy may be a little nervous around her, but that's not going to make Timmy run scared. He's going to stick with his princess through thick and thin.
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea, lad. I think you should just perhaps consider saving yourself.
Okay, now Timmy's really afraid.
Yeah, well, with good reason. Everyone in this town should be afraid, very afraid. Bad times are coming to Harmony. Worse than your Tabitha ever imagined.
Do you really think that there's a possibility that Sheridan was alive when she was buried?
I don't know. I'm only telling you what I heard, but it must be true.
God, that poor girl. I just can't even imagine how terrified she must be.
I just pray she's still alive. Not only for her sake, but if Luis loses her a second time.
Luis really cares for Sheridan, doesn't he?
Well, he hasn't said the words, but I believe he loves her.
Well, thank God that Ethan and his father are safe. I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to them.
Why would Ivy be worried about Ethan's father?
Julian's right here.
Sharon, come on, open those eyes. Let me see those big, beautiful eyes.
Luis, I need to examine her.
Yeah, in a minute.
No, now.
Dr. Russell's gonna take a look at you, okay? I know you're bound to be weak after everything that you've gone through. I don't know anyone else who could have survived this ordeal. And there's so many things I want to tell you when you're stronger. There are things I should have said before, but I would have known you'd get yourself mixed up in this ridiculous scheme.
Luis.
You know, I should be reading you the riot act for letting yourself get involved in this whole thing, but I just can't.
Luis. We're too late. She didn't make it. Sheridan is gone.
No. You're so close.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault she's dead. It's all my fault.
No! Sheridan.